Hello friends. Today we're going to do our Limb Love lower body massage. We're going to do calves and feet. Before we get there, a couple things. One, we're going to talk about our bouncy balls. If you have them, they're the kind that you get out of those machines, or I don't know where else you get them. Dollar store. If you don't have any, that's fine. We'll do all this without them. But it can be nice to get double duty action out of just putting a ball in hand, literally, and rubbing it together. You can also, with the bouncy balls, I find it's nice because you can really get in between all those lovely spots that we need extra love. So, but if you don't have it, no big deal, because the techniques we're gonna do, we don't need them. Also want to talk about some topicals. I particularly really like Apothecana brand. Here are some ones that I particularly like from them. What I really do like is they have all these other lovely smelling things. They are just topical. There is no psychoactive effect whatsoever from using these. If you're not into CBD infused things, something as lovely as just a standard massage oil would be good, but I'm not going to use any of that today. Okay, so real quick to talk about Womack and Bowman's awesome little tips for delayed onset muscle soreness, which is just a fancy word for, you know, being sore. So we've got 6 quick tips from Womack and Bowman. 1, roll out after working out. Yeah? 2, warm up and cool down. 3, eat protein before training. 4, try cold therapy. 5, during and after your workout, hydrate. 6, get more sleep. So I'm not going to go into details about all the special things they say because those are pretty, self-explanatory. But you're welcome to hit us up if you have any more questions. I'd be happy to forward you that article that they sent out. It's just an email, actually, but regardless. Okay, so let's stretch out our toes a little just really quick so we can come onto our feet, and we're going to come into a little tuck. So go ahead and bring your heels up. And if you want to set your bottom down, that's totally fine. We're just going to get a nice little stretch. You can rock forward and back. Good. And then you can do both feet at the same time, doing that same thing with a point. But if that's really intense for you, you can just stand and point and send one leg back and think about just pushing down a little, feeling some pressure. You can kind of rock over in and out. Nice. And other side. Oh, lovely. That's stretching all up my shin. It feels really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and sit on down. We're gonna start on one leg. I'm happening to start on my left, but either one works. Basically, we want to talk first about some of the motions we're gonna make. Always, you can defer back to like tiny circular motions. We can also, hopefully I won't forget to talk a little bit about trigger release, but essentially trigger release is if you have a really good little knot or a tight spot, if you press down on it with slow and consistent pressure, you can potentially release. I'm like losing my words because I'm pressing on a spot right now. You can release that. Yeah? Okay, so that's what that is. Let's talk first. We're going to kind of move our way down from the knee to the ankle and back up. So we're thinking about, we'll probably go like 3 times. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up my legs so that muscle of my foot is down. And the first method I'm going to do, we call this geese in flight. Technically we call it geese in flight if I have my fingers together, and yeah, so that's our geese in flight. But I'm going to kind of do a backwards version of it because I have my thumbs behind, and my thumbs are really what's doing the work here. So I'm going to work my way. I'm squeezing a little with my, squeezing a little with my fingertips as well, but mostly, and my thumbs are actually crossed in the back as such. Just depends on the size of your hands and your calf. So I'm going up and down. We said we're going to go about 3 times. So another thing I can do is like a one-handed thing. This method is it's super technical. grab and smash. So I'm thinking about grabbing that meaty part of the muscle, or meaty muscle, and pulling it away from the bone and smashing it. Seems kind of aggressive, doesn't it? But it feels pretty good. I can also use the backs of my, it's I guess not the back of my hand, the palm, the bony parts, and get that nice same motion. It doesn't feel as good to me as like working in, and I'm kind of alternating which thumb I'm kind of pushing in deeper. Awesome. All right, so the down and the up are just as important. So if you think about trying to keep consistent pressure, up and down again are just as important. So don't rush going through. I'm going a little bit fast, but when you're doing this on your own time, don't rush going through it. So those are the main methods we're going to use, using those thumbs, the palms, the bony part of your palm, and the grab and smash. Yeah? All right, so we're going to go to the other leg. So another thing I actually do like to do generally, is with the inside of my leg pointed up, I do like to palm that calf. I'm just really giving, and I'm kind of stacking my weight over that palm so that it's less of me actually having to use. I'm trying not to just use all my muscles of my arm. I'm trying to use my own body weight. All you acrobats know what that's all about, getting our weight stacked. And aerialists too. We need to stack our weight, yeah? Cool. Awesome. All right, let's move it on over to the other calf. So we're gonna start here with the sole of the foot down. Oh, lovely. Oof. Don't be afraid to try all the methods. Oof. Nice. Grabbing and smashing. Oh, little palms and wiggling. Cool. Oof. I'm kind of not spending as much time on this leg, probably because I spent more time explaining on the other, but that's okay. Go ahead and take that leg down, and here I'm going to do my kind of stacking and pressure. This would be more of a trigger release type of thing. And again, then if you have balls, ooh boy, you don't have to stack your weight as much. Oh, and you're still getting that same effect. Oh my goodness, I definitely feel that. All right, let's wiggle out our calves. Nice. All right, we're gonna move back to our left foot, or move back to our left side and start on our foot. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use our knuckles and kind of rake down the foot. And you can, again, go forward and back. Awesome. Very good. So, one fun thing we have are twists. So, we're going to basically think about wringing out our foot. Feels so good. Oh my God, it's amazing. Such a silly thing, and it feels amazing. Ugh. All right. Whew. Go ahead and take your thumbs into your arch. Kind of alternating. Pushing in. Oh, lovely, lovely. Let's stretch our toes back. And we're going to do some toe splits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scissor splits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go straddle, 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 straddle. Back the other side. Keep going. Oh, lovely. Wiggle them out. Okay. Here's another one I super like. If it doesn't feel okay to you to spread your toes out super lots, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and cross my foot over my other leg. And take my fingers and thread them in between my toes. I'm holding my arch, and then I'm going to take the ball of my foot in gentle rotations. Go both ways. That's lovely. Lovely. Cool. All right. Now, if you did have your toes spread, go ahead and do a couple, just holding all your toes together. Cool. Or if you didn't have them spread, just do a couple more. Awesome. Last thing we're going to do is milk our toes. So you can keep your foot crossed on top if that feels okay to you, or get it to wherever's comfortable. I'm taking my thumb and my pointer finger, and I am just massaging one toe at a time. So I'm kind of doing that twisting motion, but more, it's like a circular twist. Do each toe. Think about kind of milking your toes. Nice. I'm going back. So I'm just doing each toe 2 times. I started with my big toe, went to my pinky, and brought it back to my big toe, but it doesn't really matter which side you're on. Let's go ahead and wiggle those toes again. Maybe take your hands to the ball of your foot and extend that leg. Nice. You can go ahead and point and flex. Good. Hopefully that feels a little better. Let's do the other foot. So we're going to start with that raking of the knuckles. Go very according to your own body here. This can be really intense, especially I'm kind of pulling my toes back a little, so I have a little flex. We want really even pressure here. It can be very intense, so we're going down and back up. I'm going faster than I really should. Nice. Good. Let's go ahead and stretch those toes back. Ooh, I didn't even stretch our other toes forward. We could do that too. It feels good to stretch them both ways. I know we did that at the beginning. Stretch them forward. Awesome. Let's do twists. So I am it's like an Indian burn. That's what I'm doing to my own foot. Now, I'm obviously not trying to actually give myself an Indian burn, but I am fairly aggressively twisting my flesh. But it feels nice. Awesome. All right, since we have a hold of that foot, let's go ahead and do our rotations with our toes spread out. Holding your arch, just taking the ball of the foot in a rotation both directions. Got a little toe pop there. That was nice. Awesome. And then bring those toes together. Do a few more. Nice. Let's go ahead and do our toe splits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's do straddle. Straddle, 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 straddle. Nice. Wiggle those toes out. Maybe stretch them back and forward one more time. Oh, that's lovely. Now we need to milk these toes. All right. So crossing that foot over again or wherever feels good. Do the squeeze and little rotations. I'm going to want to go both toes twice, so I, again, started with my big toe, just working my way down. Nice. And back. Yay! Awesome! So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the lower limb massage. Always feel free to spend a little extra time wherever you need in your body. And yeah, enjoy. Much love.